I don't know if growing up it was the same with y'all, right? But talking about the whole animation thing, right? Back then, I used to think that Redman was a better rapper than Method Man because one,
Mm,
Redman is so much more animated. But now
right,
it's more grown, and I'm actually listening to what they're saying. Method Man leaves Redman behind. Like, not that Redman is whack, but
right.
Method Man is the better rapper. But because Redman was the animated one and he was all up in your face in the camera, even when you're listening, even if it's not a video, when you're listening, you can hear him playing with his voice, his pitch, and going up and down. And that is something that people resonate with, I guess. But yeah, and don't
And
get me
then
wrong, I didn't say Kendrick is thingy. Kendrick is whack. You know, I got family. I got people that love me.
You get shot in the street, son.
So, yeah.
what do you think about Buster Rhymes though? For someone who's being animated like that, do you think is dope?
I think
You know
Busta
what? Right? Um,
as
I
good
think
as
like I get what you're saying. Also, look, it's not like when you're a rapper, we can strip you of your what you call this of your it's like this is just critiquing your powers. The same way people will critique Drake and be like, yeah, he sings. He does. But he also raps, 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. Draft day. He gets in there, He when it's time to put on the rapper suit, he does it, right? Then people are like, nah, but he sings, It's part of his artillery as well, right? But the irony is when you start to criticize Kendrick about his artillery, people get a little bit sensitive, right? Because they really like him that much. The same way, like when people are saying Pac ain't that great of a rapper, he's just really a passionate guy who sounds good on beats. So now when like you have who's a better lyricist between Tupac and Biggie, yo, my ninja, let's print out the lyrics, right? Let's highlight metaphors, bars, similes, cadence. Let's get in that, right? And let's see who, if we're using like different color highlighters to highlight points that reference, like, yo, here's a bar, here's a metaphor, here he's playing with this. I believe on my Biggie piece of paper, it will have like more highlightedness, right? And like
Yeah,
storytelling, like, yo, man, Biggie would get in that storytelling, bruh. Whoa, we've heard
right.
the tracks. When, like, sometimes when you're telling a story, the description part, to be able to bring your cadence and everything into that is the part for us that makes us say, like, yo, this guy's really good, right? But then I'm saying, like, here, if you get the opportunity to really dig into a rap and be like, I don't like this, I don't like that, every rapper's got something that we can actually take out and say, this is using this as his superpower. He's using this as a
yep.
crutch. So he's probably not saying anything. Like some these days, especially, you got rappers who got dope ass voices. But is he actually saying anything on the lyrics?
Yeah,
Nah, but we're
it's
gonna let
like
it
it's
slide
like
because
Snoop. It's like Snoop.
yeah,
Snoop can count from 1 to 10, but he would sound so
yes,
dope.
exactly. I think it was
Yeah,
on the Matt Hoffa show,
mm,
where they had Method Man there, and then he actually said like, I once said Snoop is like a bad rapper actor, you know. But how
right.
many movies do you see Snoop on? How many like he's
It's
always
a
in
lot.
movies? Yeah, because he can generate the energy to make it look that good, even though he didn't
Right.
study the script like somebody else would, and it's not his full time job. He can get there and pull it off. So I think even like the Kendrick thing is just like the animation's part of his package, right? It does make him look good. He's been able to do
Mm.
it the whole time, switch characters. So I think it's part of his package thing that you can possibly critique, just as you could critique anybody for whatever style they have. Just like you're saying, the whole Buster Rhymes. I think at that time, even I used to have mad love for Buster and Missy because they had that type of thing,
Yeah, and their music
where like
videos were insane, though. Like they were completely different from anybody else's music videos.
lazy these days, dog. Okay, let me not say niggas is lazy, but like, yeah, I don't know what's up with the budgets in hip hop because we used to have these videos that looked like they were like a movie, bruh. All types
Bro,
of like it was crazy.
like Joe, even the movement, it's like they were beatboxing, like they used to come to your screen like
I think there's a video where like Missy's neck comes out and comes to the screen like,
yes.
yo,
Even Busta,
everything.
you remember that
You
song?
want
Well,
to
I think he
rap
paid
with me?
4 million. I think no, not that one. I think he paid like 4 million with Janet Jackson. his head also does this as well.
Take your body real wet. Yes.
Yeah,
What's it gonna
yeah.
be?
What's it gonna be?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think there's also like a crazy amount that Nas put down for "You Can Hate Me Now" with Diddy.
Mm.
Like, yeah, that if I remember, there's a scene where there's like a tiger or some shit like that. Like they paid crazy amount. I don't know anybody recently who is actually putting up such craziness for like videos, you
For
know?
music video, né? And it makes sense because back then, there was no social media, né? So whenever
Mm.
you saw an artist in a music video, that's when you just appreciated them. So that's why I think they used to go all out in their music videos. But now, man, I just feel like you're saying, it feels like some of them are so lazy. You remember Kanye West when he did The Good Life, bro? That music
Oh,
video.